Well, today is the 3-year anniversary of the death of George Floyd. What I really want to remind everyone, again, is of the fact that left-wing terrorists for an entire summer and fall of 2020 burnt this country to the ground, beat people in the streets, attacked police officers, killed people, and, barely any of us ever seem to remember or talk about this. Like I said, it has been memory hold for a reason. And so I want to go through this thread I put out today on Twitter. So I said this, I said, since it is the George Floyd anniversary, it is worth remembering the extensive domestic terrorism that was excused in the name of defending the honor of a violent, drugged up scumbag, which again, that is exactly what George Floyd was. But here we go. Here's a thread of a few highlights from what I deemed George Floyd's summer. Okay. So I'm just going to play these videos on the stream. So that way, hold on, I need to crop this. I'm going to play these videos on the stream. So that way they cannot be memory hold. They cannot be forgotten to history. All right. But at first I have to crop this properly. Okay. Sorry to keep you waiting. Complicated business. Complicated. All right, here we go. So this was Portland, Oregon. Here. So, we seem to forget that any of this ever happened. It's not talked about. It's often forgotten. All you've heard the past 2 years is January 6th. But the sights and sounds here. So you see Antifa. Again, there are federal police officers on the other side. Okay, so what was happening here for people who have totally forgotten about the Summer of Love? This is Antifa trying to literally burn down a courthouse and murder all the law enforcement on the other side. So they're throwing fireworks, they're starting fires on the other side, throwing stuff, right? Trying to smoke them out. Literally using like ancient tactics of warfare. Again, this is what has just been completely forgotten in history. Here you go. So check this out. Portland, Oregon. This is not a peaceful protest. Here is video of the Antifa throwing fireworks. Okay, and I know that the left-wing cope for a whole summer was, oh, that's just fireworks. That's just fireworks. You can kill people with fireworks. If you throw a firework right at a person, you're gonna kill them. And here was, again, this was completely normal in this country. People totally forget that. Summer of 2020, nobody was batting an eye. It was just like, whatever. This was, again, mostly peaceful protests, right? According to the media. Here was video, since we seem to have all forgotten, of Antifa in Portland throwing fireworks at police officers, trying to kill them. Okay? Mostly peaceful protests, remember that?
Where'd that fire come from?
So again, people say, no, they're just setting off fireworks for performance purposes. Whatever nonsense cope, because, they're not accountable for anything. Okay, I think it's pretty obvious, chat. There are police officers standing on the other side here. They're lobbing fireworks over the fence. Who are they trying to hit? What are they throwing fireworks at? There's a fire right next to where they're standing. But all the type of excuses. Remember all that we heard that summer? Yeah. Yeah. So, there was one police officer, I believe, who got injured as a result of that. So again, these were deemed mostly peaceful protests. These were deemed justified by very mainstream figures in the country because, injustice or something.
Fighting a war. Check this out.
There's a vintage clip of me. I just wanted to throw it in. But, you want to talk about insurrection. I will say, in fairness, I did not see this on January 6th. Here is Antifa actually employing like Roman military tactics, okay? These are neoclassical military tactics here being used against the Portland police. Watch this. This is like watching a Roman legion. They're charging. Look at this. I'm not joking. Look at that. Look at that. Peaceful protesters, by the way.
Yeah, so, this is how
they were good kids.
Rome defeated Carthage in, in the Punic Wars. This is how Sparta and Greece defeated the Persians. Look at these now they're charging. They're charging with their shields.
Someone says, is this old footage? Yeah, we're again, I'm replaying this so that we can remember what is being memory hold. Because I think perspective should not be lost that this was mainstreamed in the country. Because we look at this now and think, wow, it was really that crazy? Yes, it was really that crazy. And this is arguably one of the many pieces of the puzzle that, got Joe Biden elected, we will say, okay? And so this is what they did. As one of the things to upend, the sitting president, the greatest president of our lifetime, they basically overthrew him via violent revolution, arguably, in a metaphorical sense, At the enemy, very interesting. Okay, so in my opinion, this really will go down as, I would say, some of the great charges, charges in military history, okay? You talk about a lot of different, counteroffensives and offensives. I definitely think this has to go down as well. Okay, now check this out. These highly peaceful protesters are lighting. So there's them directly trying to. Okay, so just so people say, oh no, they're just having some peaceful fun here. Okay, so you saw in the previous video, the police retreated into the courthouse, right? And now what are they trying to do? They're trying to light the courthouse on fire. Okay, they're literally trying to burn police officers to death. Again, I did not see this on January 6th. I did not see anything close to this. And this is just what's completely memory hold. Okay, and this is what, again, the media referred to as mostly peaceful protests. Mostly peaceful protests, aka Antifa, literally trying to burn down a building with police officers inside. That's not an exaggeration. That's not you're making it up. That's not fake news. Again, we saw they just retreated. Everyone saw it into the building. And now what are they trying to do to the building? Light it on fire.
These highly peaceful protesters are lighting.
And this is supposedly all okay because a black guy overdosed on fentanyl.
Have been trying to light a federal courthouse on fire for the past month and a half. So as you can see, clearly peaceful intentions. That's a peaceful fire they're starting right there. So yeah, as you guys can see, just highly peaceful protests going on right now. All right.
See, the police officers here are lucky that the Antifa are so incompetent, because
so yeah, as you guys can see, just highly peaceful protests. All right. Very, very peaceful.
Oh my goodness.
Peaceful water bottles being littered on the ground, so they're peacefully littering right there.
This is environmentalism, man. Don't you know?
Now, as you can see, he's peacefully trying to kick down the door of the federal courthouse right there.
I see you! Right there,
peacefully dumping lighter fluid on an umbrella.
Okay, they're gonna try
and peacefully lighting a fire in the wall, right? And of course, the
they started a fire that time.
Righteous media refers to these people as peaceful protesters. Okay.
This is our fucking city!
Go! Now, as you can see, taking your word. All right, so now they're using more modern military war tactics. Okay.
See, I would say, look at this site right here. I would say, wow, this is like your average American city in 2020. But one could argue it's still like this. Is Chicago? I'm sure this doesn't happen in downtown Portland every night anymore. But Chicago, it's probably still like this. So I don't know if that's really stretching much. I think, you guys are not shocked by that site. But anyways, we got through some more here. This was in LA. Again, so just to show it's not just one city. This was a national thing. It was LA. I'm not going to play this copyrighted. Okay, but then let's go on to here, because this is another thing that gets memory hold. Let's talk about Kyle Rittenhouse for a second. Okay, because this is another part of the Summer of Love. So, you know, we are often told, oh, Kyle Rittenhouse was just a provocateur who was showing up to cause problems with peaceful protesters. No, he was specifically called by local businesses and came to defend those local businesses because this is what happened days before. Okay, so here is, you know, the peaceful protesting future doctors and engineers of society, right? The future doctors and engineers of society, burning down an entire parking lot full of people, full of cars. Because why? I don't know. I guess they're doing their engineering project, right? Because we know they're all going to go on to be engineers. Hey guys, Vince Dow here. Hope you enjoyed that clip from the Vince Dow Show. If you did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. And be sure to check out the Vince Dow Show live every weeknight here on this channel at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. It is a great show. Many are saying this. So leave a like, check out our other clips, and be sure to check out the show. Yeah. God bless.